Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. It is Monday, February 7th. So I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada. I come live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to showcase Stampin' Up! Products, maybe show you some new card designs, and hopefully to inspire you. And I did sneak on yesterday because I was in my craft room creating these really cool cards, so I thought I would just flip on to a Facebook Live as I created the third card. I got the original idea from Patty Bennett, although I've seen it other places now as well. And it's using the Horizons Designer Series paper, so you can find it in yesterday's video or on my YouTube channel. Hey Wanda, hi Monique. So I'm just going to show you the cards from yesterday because they're pretty cool. So this was the original one that I saw from Patty Bennett. I use this fold all the time. But using the new Horizons Designer Series paper and the cute little sailboat builder punch. So that was the first one. So I copied hers pretty much the same. But then I just took the same design and the same paper. And the paper is so beautiful. It has all different backgrounds that were hand painted actually by a concept artist at Stampin' Up! Hi Diane. I just want to show you how easy it is to make beautiful cards. So the first card really, I just stamped a couple of birds. I stamped the shadow of the boat. And I stamped these. Like, it's a very simple card to make. This one was, I added a few more embellishments as I like to do. So there is a die cut in the new Horizons dies that has these little trees. So I did add one here and two here. And then I added some of the grass and those amazing little pebble gems that just like take your card from, oh, that's nice, to wow. Again, I did a bit of stamping, but not really much. Oh, and the little fence as well. We're not doing these cards today, I'm just showing them to you because you can find them on my YouTube channel or just look in the previous video. And then here's the third one I did. It was a bit more of a wow. So I wanted to give the image of a field of wild flowers on the way down to the lake, and this would maybe be a little path. And then the sailboat was over on this side of the lake, a little rope tied around the fence. Again, I hardly did any stamping, just these. I stamped the sails. I did add a layer of vellum, so it's not quite as bright. The little clouds are from the rainbow dies. And then these are from, you'll have to check in my video, one of the flower sets. And this paper that I die cut them out of is from the new Horizons as well. Again, I have the fence, the little pebbles. I just thought it was really a fun card. I did add some little butterflies, but you can't really even see them because there's so much going on. So those were my cards that I made Sunday. And I just popped on when I was making the last one because I thought it might be fun for you to watch how I go about creating it. So today we're doing much simpler, and we're focusing on a beautiful Designer Series paper in the new catalog. Just a reminder, it's celebration only for a couple of more weeks. It ends February 28th. With every $60 purchase in Canada, you can choose a level 1 free product or a level 2 free product with a $120 order. And really, the catalog has well, you can order from any catalog. There's so many beautiful things, it would be easy to come up with that much. This is the Sunshines and Rainbow paper. Amazing. And not just for rainbows, it's good for, I'm looking at it to do some Easter cards as well. All right, today we're working with the Symbols of Fortune Designer Series paper. I didn't get this at the beginning, but it really is quite beautiful. It has gold elements on one side of each of the designs, and then the other side of the designs are more, well, they just don't have the gold. I was going to say more muted, but some of them have beautiful designs on them as well. Coordinating colors, and I'm going to make a card, 3 cards today. So here it is. I didn't get the stamp set or the dies, but they are beautiful. I can't buy everything. So here are some cards using the, what's the die set called? Crane of Fortune bundle, which is beautiful. So you can see all the different elements that they've used. And today we're going to use the polished dots and the Symbols of Fortune 12 by 12 designer series paper. All right, and we're going to make 3 cards, each one just a little bit different. The first one we have white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. Then we have a piece of soft succulent, 4 by 5 1/4. I've gone ahead and heat embossed in white the sentiment Just a Note, which is from, not the Special Moments, it's from Flowing Flowers, I can tell you that. It's a sentiment from Flowing Flowers. So it's heat embossed in white. I went ahead and cut out a circle for the next layer because it's going to be covered up. Then I have a piece that's 5 1/4 by 3, and I did choose it so that you could see this crane in flight, because there's not a lot of cranes on this specific piece of paper, so I did do that intentionally. And then we just have a couple of other layers and good to go. All right, so I'm going to adhere this one. This is a good way to save paper. If you know you have a full layer on your next layer, you don't need to grab another piece of paper. You can just cut it out of the same one. I was thinking of, look how pretty that is. I was thinking of adding a ribbon or something, but it's just a really beautiful, simple card. So I am putting it up a little bit because I have my sentiment. I was going to add a separate piece for the sentiment, but I thought it would be nice just on the cardstock. Here what I've done is I've taken one of my punches, that you probably all have the punches in your collection, or the layering circles, and I chose a specific part of the piece of designer series paper that had that crane on it. We're going to layer that up, and then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this one. Anyone else in their craft room today? In Ottawa, it is beautiful out today. Actually, I was out in my greenhouse earlier and it was -4 on our back deck in the shade. Was it in the shade? Yeah, it was in the shade. In my greenhouse, it was 20 degrees. So I hear you, Wanda. It's hard gluing that beautiful gold part down, but sometimes you just have to do it. All right, now I'm going to add, I just want a little bit, this one's a really simple card. Like I said, you could add a bow, but I don't know. I don't really think it needs it. You know what I am gonna do? So I'm gonna take my Wink of Stella and add it to the crane. Yes, that's just the little pop it needed. I like it. So now I'm gonna take the classic matte dots, and I just want to put a couple. I think I'm going to put 3. I do find though what you were saying about you can't use the gold side, then I find I don't use it. So I'd rather just use it even if I'm not using the gold side. So Just a Note with our little Wink of Stella on our crane. Simple card, but I think still very beautiful because the paper is really pretty. All right, our second card has Soft Succulent as the base, so that's one of the coordinating colors for this designer series paper. Then we have this beautiful piece here. And again, oh my gosh, look what I'm going to put glue on. Well, I will tell you that for one of the circles I punched out, I ended up punching out a perfect crane, which is the third card. So the third card, we are going to use the goldy side. Let's go ahead and put this one up. I think I need a new blade in my trimmer. Then we have this piece, which is 3 1/4 by 3 1/8. And then again, just another, there's that gold, piece of this same paper. And again, strategic in how I've selected it so that I had the crane right here. And the other coordinating color is Calypso Coral. So again, I have another crane. So this one's going to go down, let's see. No, I'm going to pop it up, and then I'm going to pop up just 1/2 of this. Because I didn't want, you have to be careful when you're adding dimensionals, that when you have this layer popped up, that if you have the next layer popped up, you have to make sure that I wouldn't pop up here and here, because then it'll be bent a little bit. So I'm going to put glue here, but let's put our dimensionals on first. So 2 dimensionals, so it's going to be the same height as this one, and then a little bit of glue. I stamped the hello from, I think the artistic stamp set. I'm adding more Wink of Stella because I did like that. It just gives these a little bit more prominence in your card. And then I'm going to pull in the polished dots, which actually are the embellishment that coordinate with this suite. I think I want these ones. And I'm pretty sure you can probably color these with blends, but I think it's nice like that. Again, you could add a ribbon, you could have put a ribbon around here. Just by the nature of this paper and the design, I think simple is nice. I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on the moon. When you just use it sparingly, it really does a good job highlighting just what you want to highlight. Hello. Pretty. All right, now we're getting a bit fancier with our gold. So the coordinating gray is Smoky Slate. Then I have a layer of white, and I was hemming and hawing about what order to put this in. To either do white and then Smoky Slate, or Smoky Slate and then white. But I decided to do it this way, only because it has both of these colors in the next layer. The next layer is 3 3/4 by 5. That side is really pretty as well. This paper is very feminine, or I don't know what the right word is. Hey Phyllis. So then this one I had cut a hole out of this paper for another card, and when I flipped it over, it was like, oh my gosh, it's a perfect crane. So we have to use that. Sometimes that's how I design my cards. I look around my desk and see what pieces I have. So I'm just gluing this to a piece of vellum that has been die cut using the Layering Circles dies. Then I heat embossed Good Luck from Special Moments Celebration. So your time is running out to get this set. It is a level 2, so with a $120 order, you can choose that as your free product. So we've got our little Good Luck, which we'll put on in a second. And then I was trying to use all the pretty papers, so I thought, okay, what about that? And then we'll do a layer of this, and then we'll do a layer of gold. But I felt like that was a bit too much, so I took out this layer and I'll use it for something else. So I have the metallic, the brushed metallic gold for this layer. And actually, I think I want to put it a little bit more to the bottom. Just making sure that's straight. And then we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Has anyone else played with this paper or this suite of products? I think it's one of those ones, either you love it or it's not really your style. All right. Okay, he's pretty big. Let's try a little bit of Wink of Stella to see what it's going to do. I don't know if this is exactly the same type of paper as the regular Designer Series paper, but it seems to be picking up the Wink of Stella. So I'll just continue and finish up. Now for our good luck, we're going to put it just here to the side, so glue and a dimensional. Because this is already popped up, so we don't want to put a dimensional on both sides. All right, I do have some brushed metallic adhesive backed dots, and I'm gonna wait because I'm not sure where I want it. I want to try to add a little bow on page 23, Phyllis. It's with the cranes. In the catalog, I must say, you only see a little snippet of the paper, so it's really hard to get a good idea of what it looks like, all the full sheets. That's especially true for the New Horizons paper. You just don't really get the full effect in the catalog. That's why you have to watch someone's Facebook Live to see if you like it. Okay, so I do want to put this... My idea was to put this here and maybe a metallic dot here, but I might change my mind because the ribbon is doing a good job of flipping around. You know what I mean? The tail is not interfering with the sentiment. So I'm going to change my mind. I didn't get it at first, Wanda, because like I said, you can't get everything in the catalog. So there we go. And then we'll add maybe just one. No, one always looks a bit dumb. Let's add two. There. All right, so this one is a little fancier because we've used the side of the paper that has the gold elements. We've actually added brushed metallic adhesive backed dots as well as gold brushed metallic foil. So this is in the annual catalog. I gotta say I've used gold more than silver. Silver would have looked nice too, actually. Simply Elegant Trim. So this is our... You can't get everything in the catalog. No, my husband would kill me. So, although doing Facebook Lives, I do showcase a lot of things, a lot of different products. So this is the gold elements of the Symbols of Fortune Designer Series paper. And this is the other side. Beautiful in a different way, I want to say. All right, you can see everything. So those are my 3 cards for today. If you're interested in ordering any of the products to make these, you can visit my website, mariannecowan.com, and just hit the shop button. Also, I have some of my upcoming classes posted there. Spring Stamp Camp is coming up March 12th, I believe. And for Spring Stamp Camp, we make 14 cards. And then I have another fun class coming up the end of March, Easter Cards and Treats. We will be making 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs, and some cute little tags, 3 tags and 3 treat holders. And I'll just grab I was designing the Easter cards. I'll just grab them. So this class comes with the Easter Friends stamp set because you need it to make the class. And it's just adorable, really. So I was practicing stamping the bunny, seeing which color I liked. This was black. This was soft suede and then colored with crumb cake. And then this one was early espresso. This bunny is adorable. He's just so cute. He reminds me of the Velveteen Rabbit, if any of you remember that book. I used to read that to my kids all the time. Okay, so I was just practicing to see how he stamped and how best to color him or her. And so these are 2 of the cards from that class. Sending warm and happy wishes this spring, and this little duckling just needed a wobble. So when you purchase my classes, you would get everything to make this in an envelope with an insert, embossed, cut. Well, I can't cut that out because you have to stamp it yourself. And then you would get the ribbon as well. And then the second one is our cute little bunny. And it's a little bit of a fun fold. And again, you would get everything cut, ready. You would just do your stamping, put your card together, and add your ribbon. So those are 2 of the cards for the end of March, and that is the Easter Cards and Treat Holder class. I think that's what I called it. Information on my website, mariannecowan.com/events. And this is the coordinating stamp set. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you got some ideas on how to use this paper. Or if not, if you don't have this paper, even some of these layouts or some of the little tricks about cutting this circle from the cardstock before you add this layer to save yourself some paper. So when I showcase cards, I'm really also trying to showcase different ways that you can do card layouts, because that's what I find, like, what am I just thinking about different card layouts is sometimes your mind just doesn't go there. So hopefully you will try out one of these card layouts, and if you want to purchase anything, you can head over to my website. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you will know every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back Wednesday, and I'm trying to showcase some of these celebration items so that you don't miss out. So today it was Special Moments. I've used this stamp set a lot. So Special Moments, it's a level 2 celebration item. It's a good time to stock up on cardstock, glue, all those things that you know you're going to use anyways, and then at the same time earn some celebration items. So I will be back Wednesday and Friday for Fun Fold Friday. Thanks everyone, have a great evening, and I hope to see you Wednesday.